So this is everything I used for this candle jar DIY. I have got myself a really old, I've worn it out, Yankee candle, absolutely beautiful smell. So it's pretty much down to the bottom now, so I just have to clean this out. I'm using this white spray paint. Now you can use any white spray paint. I just absolutely love this. Rustoleum Hard Hat it's called. I've got my Mod Podge for my heart, and I've got my masking tape here, sponge to apply the Mod Podge, and of course I've got my Sizzix. Now the center of this jar, it's something I wanted to do. You don't have to, you can leave the center of the jar clear, and yeah, you'll be able to see whatever you put inside the jar. I've also got some bling wrap here for the top of the jar, and that's pretty much all you'll need. Your tools, obviously, your scissors, hot glue gun, extra glue sticks, and all of those little bits and bobs that you need on the side. So let's get started. So I've just boiled the kettle. The first thing to do is clean out this candle jar. I have made a video on the best methods to clean out candle jars before. But yeah, so I'm just boiling the kettle now. I'm going to fill the jar right to the top with boiling water. And then in about an hour, all of this wax should have melted right to the top and solidified. And then I can just break it and take it out. Give the jar a good scrub, take the label off, and then I will have myself the perfect jar. I am going to put the paper heart on the front. Was actually created with my Sizzix die cut machine, my Big Shot. If you don't have one of these, please don't feel you need one. You really don't. You can leave the space blank, or you can hot glue a pattern on there, maybe swirly pattern. And I actually got this Sizzix from Spock, and I just went to their house and I picked it up, and it comes with 2 pads. I have bought new pads since these, but I'm still using these battered ones that I got with it. So yeah, I'm just going to cut out my heart die cut. I got this one. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've had it quite a while. Wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, but yeah, so if you haven't used one of these before, it's basically a die cutting machine or an embossing machine, and I'm going to put my heart die down there and my card on top, followed by another pad. And I'm basically going to turn the handle at the side here, and it is going to cut it out for me. Oh, it's really hard sometimes to roll it over, but it is a fun gadget to have. I mean, I'm not heavily into paper crafting, but if I really was into paper crafting, I would highly I mean, even that on its own is pretty, but I would highly recommend this if you are into paper crafting. And yeah, so I just need to get a needle and peel this out. I find these cheaper dies, so I got this die Hobbcraft, but I don't know, you know, they tend to hold on to the paper a bit more. It's a bit harder to get the die out. So I definitely think in the future I will stick to branded dies, just because they're so much easier. So that is what it looks like now it's out. There's a few bits here that haven't come out, so I need to poke those out with the needle, and then I will get to the next stage. So the next stage for me would be to cut out the heart that's going to go in the middle of the jar. Layer up this masking tape somewhat to give me a nice thick, easy to cut sticker. And then I'm going to place the die down upside down, and then I'm going to draw around it. Okay, so that edge is really, really crinkled. It's way too fiddly for me to cut that out, especially on masking tape, which is fiddly already. So I'm just going to draw the lines in straight to give me that straight edge. Okay, so I want it to go pretty central. So I'm going to say there. So yeah, I've given that a really good wipe. Now I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to take it outside and give it a very, very light coat of this Hard Hat White Matte. So I took my jar outside and I gave it a spray of white paint. I was going to give it 2 sprays, but it still is seriously blowing a gale. It's been blowing real hard wind all day. Don't do that at home. So there are some drips, unfortunately. There are some drips around the back of the jar. But yeah, so this is what it looks like after 1 coat. I'm happy enough with it, but if I turn the jar around, you'll see a big drip here, and that is because I went too heavy, because the wind was too heavy. So now I am going to peel off the sticker, and the edges aren't altogether neat, but the love will cover that up. It will kind of disguise it, you know. So I'm going to turn it around the other way. I'm going to use my sponge. You can use a craft sponge or a paintbrush. I just prefer to use a washing up sponge. I mean, you know, they do the same job. Right, and then I'm going to saturate this in that, just so that I know it's going to stick on there and pretty much never going to come off. And Mod Podge dries clear, so don't worry if there's, you know, if there's spillage coming out from the edges. It does dry clear. I'm just going to press it firmly all the way around to make sure that every little curly bit of paper is sticking to the jar. I don't want this to peel off. So spend a bit of time here sticking it all the way around and manoeuvring it into place if you feel it's not central. What you could do at this point is go over with an additional layer of Mod Podge. Okay, to decorate this jar I am using this diamond wrap blingy thing. Now they're not real diamonds, they're actually concave glittery things. They just, from a distance, I don't know how to describe them. From a distance they look like bling diamonds, but they're actually, there's no crystals here in sight to be seen. So it's too big for the lip of the jar, so I'm actually going to cut it down. I want 3 rows. So this is what it looks like with that bling around the top. It's absolutely beautiful. I have stuck the heart on. I'm not happy. The drips are killing me. I cannot post a video of something I'm not happy with, but it's my fault because I went out into the garden in the wind. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over the white with acrylic white paint, and hopefully I'll be able to add some texture which will hide all of those flaws and blemishes, and hopefully, I guess, add some texture to the jar. Yes, absolutely happy with that. Look at that texture. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so happy now. I can chill. You can't see the drips anymore. Well, okay, we'll pretend that, oh, hello. We'll pretend we can't anyway. But this definitely helped disguise all of the drips and the mess. And hopefully when the candle is inside, it won't be so obvious. I absolutely love it. Of course, this means it's going to take longer to dry, so we will come back when it's dry and do the next step. So this is what it looks like after I have dabbed the acrylic all the way around. I'm so much happier with it. Sometimes I'll start a project and then I'm just not happy with the direction it's going, so I will change tack, and I'm over the moon now. So my next plan of action is also to reduce the amount of bling I was putting on. So I've reduced the bling by 1 line. I'm only putting 1 on. Also, I'm going to be putting some of this ribbon around the top, which I really love. I just feel like it's really soft and romantic. It gives it that romantic vibe. And I will start by putting this one on here, and I will put that around the top like so. In at the back with my hot glue gun. You can see here where I put the diamonte wrap on before, but I wasn't loving it. I was not loving it. loving that. I'm loving that so much more. It just gives it that, I don't know, that romantic edge. And up here with a dollop, making sure that that doesn't move ever. I'm going to bring it round, and I'm going to put one line just above the rim of that lace and one line under the rim of the lace, and hopefully that should sit nicely. I'm not putting any glue around the front of this just because I don't want it to come through the diamonds. You might need to sort of maneuver it a few times until you've got it exactly where you want it before pressing it down at the back. And I will just put a bit more additional here to hold it in place. Make sure it never moves. Oh, see? I absolutely love this version. It just, I don't know, it just looks so much prettier. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to light a candle, put it inside so you can all see what it looks like. Now, if you are doing these, you have to make sure you've got a jar that you can fit your whole hand in, just to get your candles out. And then to light your candles, you will need one of those long clicky lighters. And this is what it looks like when there is a candle burning inside. The texture coming through this acrylic paint is crazy. I absolutely love it. The light is literally shining through. Oh, I'm happy with this one. I'm so happy. But you can still see some drips, but we won't talk about that. I absolutely love it. And I hope I've inspired you guys to just take an old jar and transform it and just, you know, make a gift out of it. Or, like me, a gift to yourself, because this is a gift for myself and I'm going to enjoy using this in my bedroom. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you like my content, please do subscribe, give me a big fat thumbs up and just comment down below because I love hearing from you all. Thank you. Bye.